Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the Shiny Raika channel. Now, I'm going to go through my Pendulum deck profile. I'm also going to go through some explanations and combos for you guys. Um, this is going to be a long video because there's a lot of things to explain and say. First thing is up. Last time I used the deck was last week. Entered my usual tournaments in Jamaica. If you guys want to visit Jamaica and enter, you're free to do so. It's not a lot of rounds. So, yeah. Here's what happened. I clean sweeped all the way to finals. I didn't win the tournament. Not that I couldn't have, but I had to play my own teammate in the finals. We didn't actually play. I sent him through because I was really hungry for the win, but he was also more hungry than me because he's never won a tournament. So, priorities aside, I had to send him through. And sometimes the team's need comes before your own. And no, a lot of persons can appreciate to understand that. And I'm definitely a team player. So that's that. Let me try to go through the deck profile real quick. There's a lot of things to explain. First one up, the magician counts has changed. 2 harmonizing, 1 black fang, 2 purple poison, and 1 dragon caller magician. Now I've dropped 1 harmonizing for a dragon caller. Most persons wouldn't really understand, but I'm going to explain in a simple way. Let's just take away the dragon caller. If I had drawn Fang, if I activated Pen Call, I search for these 2. The harmonizing can only summon this. The other 2 harmonizing would have been in the deck completely dead, along with the Pendulum Call and the Duelist Alliance. They couldn't have activated. So a lot of cards in the deck would have been dead because I wasn't playing enough magicians. So by playing an extra 1, it doesn't matter. And because this works like drawing a dragon, where you can change one of your monsters to a dragon type, it's excellent. So this is your main magician count now, and it's really good. And a lot of persons play 2 Black Fang. You really and truly only need to play 1. The reason why is that you play the deck different. You don't actually exceed. Dark spellcasters don't actually get sent to the grave, so it's not really important. Then you have Time Gazer as our last magician, and to go with him, the rest of the turbo engine, which is triple Chrono, triple Dark Worm, along with 2 Gate Zero, aka Ebony Maw Spaceship, and we have triple Curtain Raiser. Now, this is just turbo for your deck. You just need to go off. You need to find your Electromite before you Pendulum someone. Now, I don't always go into Electromite before, but let's get into that after. Then we have the Spell Counter Engine, which is triple Master Cerberus, along with our 2 Lucario, aka Jackal King. To go along with that, we have 1 Endymion. I may bump this up to 2. Not really sure. I like to play 40 cards decks. The deck, sometimes because you can't fit in everything, sometimes you feel like you want to play more than 40, but I wouldn't play more than 40. Because it defeats the purpose of being a turbo deck if I'm going to play more than the 40. Because it's not really turbo at that point. And then the real MVP, triple Endymion. Apologies, Servant of Endymion. I don't want any mix-ups. Servant was a god card throughout every duel. If you didn't get Ash or anything, it drew out all hand traps. If you didn't draw them out so I could play other cards, it always comboed off. Now, the next thing is that I wanted to say, but I was waiting till the end of the video. I lost all dice roll, except in 1 matchup. All dice roll. So I went second the whole tournament. So the only time I went first, I put up a 4 negate board. Now, I broke boards. The reason why is that persons misunderstand. I would never give up on triple Cerberus, especially now with the new format, where your Jackal is going to be necessary at all times to negate the Nibiru. Nigiru. You're going to need the Servant to summon your Cerberus from the deck to close out a duo. Meaning, I went first, summoned this, we did our combo, it gets destroyed and gets sent back to scale. I'm not going to special summon a Jackal or Endymion off of it if I'm summoning it again. I'm going to summon my Cerberus from the deck and start banishing. I'm going to pressure my opponent. Especially that they have to play through 4 negates. No one ever actually comes back from that. It's 4 negates. I don't expect them to. So if they actually broke my board, which they do, Don't get me wrong, they do go through the 4 negates. And I don't mean as in they actually negate bad stuff or nothing like that. I mean like super poly, Wing Dragon of Raw spare mode. They do find their way out. Then we have 1 Luster, 1 Ether, and 1... Well, the Guardragon combo. Now, the only unfamiliar face here, rather, is Luster. Luster is just good in terms of I'm going to actually summon my Ignisto and do Guardragon stuff with it. The real importance of it is just like going second. I lost all dice rolls, so I'm just, from this point going forward, I'm preparing myself to play through boards. Now, I can play through boards pretty decent. Pendulums don't really have a problem going second. But you see when your opponent puts a Colossal on the board and you draw like 5 cards that adds from deck, and you have 5 dead cards in your hand, yeah, it's a different type of Yu-Gi-Oh! At that point. Moving on, 2 Duelist Alliance, 2 Pendulum Call. I feel this is the perfect ratio because I can't even resolve a 3rd Pendulum Call. So this is pretty good. Then we have Triple Mastery. And 2 Shrine and Foolish Barrel. The absolute only reason why I'm cut down the Shrine is that I just didn't draw the 3rd copy. How would I know I didn't draw the 3rd copy? Because the others are 1st edition. So, and the irony is that I keep drawing these 2 together. So the 3rd copy, I never drew it any at all, and I noticed because it was the only non-1st edition one. But yeah, that's the complete main deck. I don't play a lot of spells, surprisingly. I actually side spell cards, but I'm going to go through that after. Now for the extra deck, we have Eraserhead, Only Fusion, the Mark V, Shooting, Double O Gundam, Supreme King, Clearwing, Igneel, 21 Young Savage. So I play a lot of synchros. Now, these 2 aren't mandatory. You could actually play a lot of different stuff. But example, if I'm going to play against, let's say, Thunders. Thunder Dragons don't... Some decks, if you're playing against a Danger, they don't have spell or traps in the main deck. So this is useless. So what do I do when I'm forced to summon at level 7? Double Horizon. And Double Horizon, what it does is that it changes its level on summon. And it's a formula synchron, meaning you can synchron my opponent turn. So what I do is synchro this in my opponent turn and destroy all their monsters. So yeah, and it will always be live. As long as you comboed off, it will always be live. As long as I can even make this, it will be live. So you're able to always Raigeki in your opponent turn. Because when you tribute your sphere, remember you can always summon Darkworm. Darkworm will fetch you a gate 0, and you can crack your opponent field in their turn. So it's really good in that regard. Iggy is Iggy, Savage is Savage. You don't know. For the only XP, I'm playing Dwello. I just didn't need any other Exceed. I don't even summon the Dwello. It's like just like that. I just don't even summon it. It's there though. It's a god card, so you can't really leave it behind. But I don't use it. Then we have the full Guardragon, Sting and Rogue, Acnologia, Shotgun Shelly, and obviously we have the Spirit Bomb. Then we have 2 of my, my ex-girlfriend, and then we have Triff. I thought I was playing my other ex-girlfriend. And we have Barload Savage. All of these was really great. They were real fantastic. Remember, I clean sweeped while losing all dice roll. So they had to do well. I don't really think there's anything here I need to explain. And what I had to say now was that throughout the tournament experience, it was really good. I don't know. I feel like I lost my mojo. I lost all dice roll. I just don't have the same confidence I used to. Aside from that, in my opinion, on the new cards, because I have to go through it. The new cards, Dark Ruler No More and Niguru, Primal Being, to me, in my opinion, is complete bullshit. It was so stupid of Konami. And a lot of persons are going to be like, why would you say that? There's so many cards against you going first. There's like 20 hand traps. Then you're going to make these two cards that completely kills me from going first. Right? And let's think about this. You're going second and you have all these resources against me. And when I am going first, here's what I have to do. My only option is to set up a board. You aren't rewarded by drawing a card for going first. You don't get a battle phase for going first. Right? What is either you set up a field or you leave yourself open to kick you in the face. What options are there for you to go first? There's Vela, Ash, Impermanence, Ogre, Droll and Lock. There's so many things for going first, right? But when you want to go first, there's not a lot of cards to protect you. Example, the only card you have right now is Called by the Grave, which can't even catch the new hand trap, Nigiru. The only thing is that you can go around them. How do you go around them? The mere fact that Nigiru is a monster effect. It's the activation of a monster effect. It doesn't tribute your monsters as cost or anything like that. So what you can do is that you can have a Jackal on the field ready. So Jackal will negate it. Always put Jackal in your face-up extra deck as soon as you go off with your Electromite. Right. So that's a way to handle it. But here's the drawback to it, that I didn't read the card properly. I thought it counted summons. It doesn't count your summon, it counts the amount of monsters you summoned. In other words, if I just set up my skills and Pendulum summon and summon 5 monsters, it can tribute my entire field. Even though I would have summoned 1 time. But it's 5 monsters, it counts the monsters. So no matter where I would summon the Jackal, the mere fact that I said Pendulum summon, he can tribute my whole field. So the Jackal will be required to be ready and on summon. Now, what you can do to make it live is, example, keep cards that has counters on the field. If you don't know what that is, that can be either your Servant or your field spell. I'm not going to main it, mainly because I don't feel anyone is going to main it Nibiru. So I'm siding these. Not actually going to reveal my side deck. So yeah, there's options for you, but it has to be live on summon. Just letting you guys be aware of that. And a lot of persons be like, how do you play through going second? Well, really and truly, if my opponent has enough negates, I can't do anything. But if they don't, I'm going to show you what to do. Alright, this isn't really a combo video. It's per se for persons who keep asking me, how do you break a board when you go second? Okay, let's just say my opponent has 5 monsters, unreactive, real strong, I can't really cross them easily. What I'm going to do, let's just say, this is where we reach. Scales, the scales aren't even helpful, and Electromite. Now, the card that you need the most is Harmonizing Magician, and let's just say any 2 random monsters, but one of them has to be a dragon, which will most likely happen because I'm making Electromite. So we're going to Pendulum summon. As Harmonize the last card, we're going to use the effect to summon Purple Poison. Doesn't actually matter where I summon these. Well, it does matter where I summon the poison. So this is it. First thing I'm going to do, link Pitsy. Then I'm going to synchro summon into Igneel. First thing I'm going to do is Ignister's effect. As I said, the monsters are required to be not responsive. Even if they are, it's not really a big deal. So what I'm actually going to do now is special summon my Luster from the deck. First option, Ignisto. Target, pop, shuffling something. From here, I'll link off into our LP. And I'll link up into our Triple Burst. Sorry, I put it one side. Now, from this point, I'll use LP's effect. Summon, effect, banish. Link up. I'm going to link into Argapane. Now, this is where it comes crucial, where you have to be a player to think. If my opponent monster is in attack position, I'll change what I'll summon here. If it's in attack position, I'm going to summon Vortex and bounce back a card. If it's not, and it's a card that I really need to get rid of, example, a Colossal Hiding in Defense, banish. So yeah, this is what I'm going to go through for now. Right? Then we will link up. Now, I don't actually have the card on me that I want to link someone here. It is a Boral Sword. Well, let's just summon the Boral and call it Boral Sword for now. Now, this is Boral Sword. Let's just imagine it's Boral Sword. Because I'm actually going to get one real soon. Pitsy. Effect. Special summon Ignisto. Ignisto's effect. Pop. Shuffle in. Now, you cleared about 3 monsters. And this is a Boral Sword. Meaning you can attack half the monster, punch it over. Attack with Ignisto. Effect. Turn to defense, attack again. And Pitsy as well. It should be game. So even though your opponent has a truckload of monsters, you should be able to play through them regardless. So yeah, it's just a little quick combo I just wanted to show you guys. Not really even a combo, it's just how to come out of boards. There's a lot of situations that I see people just stuck in that you can get your way out, but they just don't really know how. Alright, I'm actually going to show you a combo video now. Alright guys, we're going to actually do a combo video now. Now, notice this is actually a combo I've done before in the past. You can actually check one of my previous videos to see. Now, on that board I ended really different. And you remember how you watch in Infinity War and Doctor Strange was a lot stronger than in his original movie. He's improved a lot. Well, I'm going through that right now. So, with the same hand, I'm basically going to make a better board. It just proves that I'm improving. First of all, we're going to activate our Endymion, as in there's no doubt there, and I'm actually going to Duelist Alliance into Pendulum Call. It doesn't affect it if you drew Pendulum Call, you'll still have enough. So Pendulum Call, Dark Worm to add any high scale and or harmonizing. Then we're going to use Dark Worm's effect to summon itself, then the next effect to add Gate 0. Remember, there's already 2 counters on the servant, so you can activate as soon as I put something else in scale. Now I'm going to normal summon Link into our Electromite. And I'll use Electromite's effect to put a 1-card negator in the face-up extra deck, which is going to be Jackal King. Now I'm going to put Gate 0 in scale. Pop. Add back Harmonizing. This is mandatory to draw, and this already has 3 counters. I'm going to put Fang in scale. That's 4 counters. Now, the draw isn't really necessary. I genuinely don't need it. But whatever. We're going to Pendulum Summon now. Seems weak. Because last time I had a 5-card board. Whatever. Let's do it. So, first of all, LP. Then, Harmonizing and Electromite into Triple Burst. LP's effect. Let's Strudel. Link up. Argapane. Argapane's effect. Vortex. Link off. Big Daddy Spheres. Then we're going to use Destrude effect to target the Jackal King. So it will come back as a level 1. I'm going to Synchro Summon 21 Young Savage, equip up my Triple Burst. I'm going to effect, summon this, and this from my deck. Now, don't be too worried that there's no counters on the Jackal, because this has 1 counter, this has 2 counters. So there's nothing to worry about. The Jackal can activate already, and if my opponent activates a spell, this is to my hand, this has 3 counters. So yes. And it's 4 negate plus I don't even need to tribute it. So if my opponent just randomly summons a monster and attack, I tribute this. And yeah. And don't worry about the Jackal. This was a 3-card combo. There was 3 other cards to be in my hand. You play a deck of 40 spell cards, as we've just gone through. It will always be live. So yeah, I've improved a lot. And things have changed. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. And a lot of persons ask, like, how do I build my deck? My deck to do certain things. Example, why do I play Cerberus and stuff? You don't have to play the Cerberus if you don't want to, even though you really should at this point because of Nigiru. Before that, even if you didn't have to play it, I would still play it. The reason why I live in Jamaica, there are a lot of certain things you guys don't understand because I play in a third world country. The size of your regionals is bigger than mine. The size of your locals is bigger than mine. As a matter of fact, your locals will be around the same size as my regionals. So there's a lot less rounds. When persons play a lot less rounds, they're more enticed to do certain things. Example, persons main deck sphere mode. They main deck a lot of sidecars because they're not punished hard enough because they're too little rounds. If they had to go through 11 rounds of playing the same garbage cards, you see them change. But because there's so little rounds, they're not punished hard enough, so they just laugh it off. They'll do the same thing continuously. So I'll find matchups where persons are main decking cards that should be in their side deck against me. And other matchups they will just outright lose, but it doesn't matter to them because they don't need a lot of wins to go through if you're going to go through 6 rounds or 5 rounds. So yes, that's why I'll play certain things. Example, if someone ashes me, no problem. Veilers me, no problem. I play through 3 negates, set up 3 negate boards, my opponent has to pack up. Because they just don't have enough cards left to play me. Thanks for watching, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. You can tell me anything you think down below. I'll definitely respond. And I'm out. Peace. Have a great day.